Hi, my friends. It's just Kim. I decided I needed to go live today. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. I kind of feel like I'm staring up at the sky. But anyway, how are y'all doing today? I wanted to go live because I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. And I don't know if you noticed the title, Everybody Poops, but that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. And I know it's kind of a weird subject to talk about, but to me, it's kind of a big deal. So just a little back history. Growing up, we had people in our family who had bowel issues, and I never thought that bowels would be an issue I'd be talking about. But in fact, my sister and I used to laugh about it, and we'd always, if there was a lull, or if we were like, what do you want to do? And we could always say, we could talk about our bowels, because we promised ourselves we would never talk about our bowels as we got older. But then I ended up with 2 sick people in my house that unfortunately have bowel issues. So if you know me and you have watched me for years or whatever, you know that I research the heck out of everything that I do in my life, when it comes to medicines or herbals and that kind of stuff. So anyway, Chet has his own issues. He has a disease that can cause bowel blockages and things like that. And we've got his under control, but we have Zachy and he's under control now. But it has taken 14 and a half years to get there. I mean, the first few years were hell. You go through all these medications and prescriptions and OTCs, over the counters, that they, tell you should be taking, laxatives. I mean, it just gets crazy with all the stuff they tell you to take. And the more research I did on all that stuff, the more I learned that it destroys your bowel, it destroys your gut, it destroys your ability to go on your own. Again, I've always said the pharmaceutical companies and stuff like to create customers that stay. And so if they're giving you something that works temporarily, then you think you're hooked on it and you got to stay on it because you can't go without it. So we kind of got away from all that stuff with Zach and we didn't use those things. But as a quadriplegic, if you know a quadriplegic, if your body doesn't move, your insides don't move either. So it's really kind of a difficult thing. So trying to work with that and trying to get him to go has been a 14 and a half year mission of mine. And we've done really, really well. It's false. You don't have to go to the bathroom every day. A lot of people don't go to the bathroom every day. Some people don't go for, 2 or 3 days. Some people don't go for a week. You're not going to die. Okay, but you are going to die if you don't go for maybe 45 days, because I know some people can go up to 30 days. I know people who have gone 30 days. I know people who have gone 45 days and they haven't died either. But it is healthy to have your gut working. It is healthy to have your gut digesting your food and flushing everything out of you and flushing the toxins out of you. And our society, with all of our foods and stuff that we eat too, it just creates more and more trouble for our bowels. So I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to tell you our story. So as far as for us, like I said, we've tried all those stuff. We tried all the pharmaceuticals. We've tried all the over-the-counters. We've tried everything that you can possibly think of that helps with your bowel system. And none of it has really worked up until about 2 years ago. Collagen and enzymes worked with Zachy some, but still weren't getting the great results that we were kind of hoping for. So, and like I said, we're not hoping for every day. We're hoping for, once in a while. And like I said, I hate talking about bowels, but at the same time, I know there's a lot of people out there in the world who have bowel issues. So I wanted to tell you our story, and I wanted to tell you that I am not a medical professional. I have probably got more research than a lot of medical professionals have, because I've done nothing but research for over 14 and a half years, different things, not just bowels, but, associated with nutrition and that kind of stuff. So what I'm telling you is not coming from medical advice. It's coming from what I have researched, what I have learned, and what I have is tried and true. Zachy didn't come with an instruction manual. Zachy came with a huge illness that only affects one person worldwide every year, and 99% of those people just die. So there's no instruction manual for him. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because if you watch TikToks or you watch other reels, you're seeing all this stuff about castor oil. Okay, so this is our castor oil story. So I wanted to let you know. So I researched it, I looked at it, the pluses, the minuses, and I tell you what, it's been a miracle. It really, truly has for Zachy. And so this is the castor oil we use. And there is a link that you can order this. It's not from me, it's from Amazon. So if you want to order that, you can. And this is what we want to make sure you get: pure, cold pressed, organic castor oil. There's probably better ones. I'm sure there are. On the page, there's like a gazillion. But I was skeptical. I thought, okay, all this talk about castor oil, people putting in their belly buttons and they're wearing castor oil packs, and does this stuff really work? You hear a lot of things where it actually gets rid of tumors, can get rid of cancer, all kinds of stuff. And that isn't what I was looking for. And I don't know if it does that because that's not an issue that we're dealing with. I'm just telling you from our perspective what has worked for us. And anyone who has a disease like sclerosing mesenteritis or IBS or Crohn's or anything that creates bowel issues, you might want to look into it for yourself. Also, people who are paraplegics, quadriplegics, again, if your body is not functioning, if you're not moving, if you're not able to move around, walk around, do stuff, your body is storing all of that stuff. And so we tried this. What I decided to do was, most people say put it in your belly button. Some people say don't take it internally. But Zach's a pretty extreme case. So what I did with him is I started him on 1 teaspoon twice a week. So he takes 1 teaspoon, I put it in his collagen drink, and he takes that twice a week. And the results have been unbelievable. In fact, we started talking about it with the gal he gets the colonics from, and she uses castor oil, and she suggested it. And that's when I started doing the research on it. Because I was seeing it on TikTok, I was seeing it all over the place, but I wasn't sure about it. So they say, a lot of them say, we don't recommend that you take it internally, but it does work. But you have to go very, very slowly because it does work as a major laxative. So what we do, like I said, I put 1 teaspoon in his collagen twice a week, and it has just been a day and night saving for him. He has been able to go to the bathroom, no laxatives, no enemas, none of that stuff. And so I wanted to tell some of you out there, because I know a lot of people out there do have bowel issues. Now, I thought I got to try it myself, because usually anything I give Zach, I have to try myself. Now, I did not take it internally. I put it in my belly button and laid there with it for about, 30, 40 minutes, and then I kind of rubbed it around my abdomen. The next day, I was in the bathroom 5 times. So I'm telling you, it does work that way too. Now, whether it's going to work for you that way, I don't know, but I'm telling you what worked for me. So it absolutely does work. Are there side effects? There probably are some side effects. Again, diarrhea, things like that. You wouldn't want to take too much of it. But because he's such an extreme case, that's why I gave it to him internally. He has not had diarrhea issues or anything like that from it. He's just had bowel movements, and that's been a blessing, believe me. And so I wanted to come on here today and let you guys know about it, because I think there's you get a lot of misinformation on TikTok, a lot of misinformation on Reels, a lot of people telling you, this is a miracle cure for everything. And it's not a miracle cure for everything that I know of, but it was a miracle for Zach in this area. So we're going to continue on the castor oil. And like I said, for anyone, if you want to message me or anything, you have any questions, we've had tremendous luck with it. And it's very inexpensive. I think it's like 14% off right now. I think it was like $18 or $17. I mean, it's super, super inexpensive. Definitely worth a try. But if you, like I said, if you watch other reels and things about about castor oil, they do claim a lot of things with it. A lot of people put it in their hair. They use it again for tumors, for cysts, things like that. I don't have the experience with that though, so I'm just telling you our experience. But I can see that it could be a valuable tool for people who are suffering with some long-term ailments. But I would definitely research it for yourself. For us, I did my research. We tried it. We took it internally. Well, he took it internally. It works for him. I put it in my belly button. It works for me. I don't need it, but anyway, I know that not everyone likes to talk about poop, but I thought I better say something because I know a lot of you suffer. I know a lot of people with Chet's disease are suffering. I know a lot of people with, different mobility issues. They do suffer, and it is a real issue. So anyway, I didn't have too much more to say than that today. I just wanted to bring it up to you guys and let you know what's working for us, and maybe it'll work for you. And I appreciate you jumping on, and I appreciate you following me. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. You guys take care of yourself. And again, the link to order this from Amazon is right in the thing, so you can find it. And I think it's 14% off right now, I believe. I think it's like $17. But anyway, They have lots of different ones. I think it's probably better in a glass bottle. I thought about ordering it and just putting it in a glass bottle for storage purposes because you don't go through it really fast. I mean, it's not something you're going to take a lot of. Although if you're putting it in a pack, and they also have castor wraps that you can put in your put on around you when you sleep and stuff. I've heard, like I said, I've heard things that helps with endometriosis, it helps with ovarian cysts, it helps with different tumors. I don't know those things though, so I can't tell you that. I'm just telling you that's what I've heard about it. And the claims are very big. So I'm always leery when there's huge claims. But for us, it's been a blessing. And so I hope for you that try it, I hope it's a blessing for you guys too. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I know it's Saturday and you probably have wonderful things to do. I know fall is in the air everywhere. And we don't have it here now. Since moving here 10 months ago, I'm so glad to not have, we had like 14 humongous trees in our yard back in Idaho. And this time of year was gorgeous. But in a month or two later, I hated it. I hated all the leaves. I'm not a yard person. I don't want to do yard work. I don't want to clean up leaves. I don't want to do gardening. I don't want to pull weeds. I don't want to do any of it. So anyway, I appreciate so much you guys jumping on. And again, thank you so much for watching. And if you need, like I said, if you're having issues, give it a try. It's definitely worth it for 17 bucks. So take care, you guys, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Love you. Bye.